Welcome back to Politics of Deception, where we dissect the truth behind the headlines. Today, we prepare for the ultimate showdown, Trump versus Biden 2024. This Thursday, June 27, CNN will host one of the most anticipated political events of the year, the debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. As the world watches, questions and controversies are already swirling. The debate is being criticized by some as a potential setup. Is this just political theater, carefully orchestrated to sway public opinion? We'll dive into these allegations and what they mean for both candidates. In a unique twist, there will be no live audience in the studio. This decision changes the dynamic significantly. Without the immediate reactions of a crowd, how will each candidate adjust their strategy? Will the lack of live feedback lead to more authentic responses or more rehearsed performances? Televised live to a global audience, every word, gesture, and moment will be under intense scrutiny. This debate isn't just for American voters. The world will be watching to see how these leaders present themselves on the international stage. The stakes couldn't be higher. With critical issues on the line, from the economy to foreign policy, healthcare to social justice, this debate could shape the narrative for the upcoming election.
Is this debate a genuine democratic exercise or a cleverly orchestrated setup? Critics suggest the latter. We'll explore the hidden agendas and stakes involved. Some argue that the format itself has been manipulated to favor one candidate over the other. With no live audience, how will this affect the candidates' performances and the perception of their responses? Is the lack of crowd reactions an attempt to level the playing field or to control the narrative more tightly? The choice of moderator can significantly influence the debate's direction. Is there a potential bias in the selection of the moderator, and how might this impact the fairness of the questions and the overall tone of the debate? The timing of this debate is crucial. Scheduled strategically on June 27, just months before the election, it's a pivotal moment that could sway undecided voters. Is this timing a calculated move to maximize impact and influence the election outcome? CNN, the host network, plays a significant role in shaping public perception. With their extensive reach and influence, how they frame the debate before, during, and after the event can subtly guide viewers' opinions. Are we witnessing an unbiased democratic process, or is there an underlying agenda at play? Both campaigns have meticulously prepared for this night. From rehearsed talking points to planned attacks, every move is calculated. Are we seeing genuine political discourse, or a well-rehearsed performance designed to deceive and manipulate voters? Given the high stakes and contentious atmosphere, expect dramatic moments that could dominate headlines. Will there be surprise questions, unplanned confrontations, or unexpected gaffes? How prepared are both candidates to handle the pressure and spotlight? Public reaction will be immediate and intense, especially on social media. How will the candidates' performances be spun by their respective supporters and detractors? Will we see a flood of memes, viral moments, and partisan interpretations flooding our feeds? Remember when Trump demanded Biden take a drug test? This wasn't just a throwaway comment, it was a significant moment that highlighted the deep distrust and suspicion between the two candidates. Trump's demand for a drug test can be seen as a symbol of the broader climate of distrust and accusation that has characterized this election cycle. It reflects a strategy aimed at undermining Biden's credibility and suggesting that he is not fit for office. From a strategic standpoint, Trump's demand was a classic move to cast doubt on Biden's mental and physical fitness. By insinuating that Biden might be using performance-enhancing drugs, Trump sought to sow uncertainty among voters about Biden's capabilities. Biden's camp dismissed the demand as absurd, framing it as a desperate ploy by Trump to distract from more pressing issues. How Biden handles any resurgence of this topic during the debate could reveal his approach to combating Trump's aggressive tactics. Will this topic resurface during the debate? If it does, it could ignite a heated exchange. Biden might use it to showcase Trump's penchant for conspiracy theories, while Trump could double down on questioning Biden's health and vigor. This demand also plays into the larger narrative of both campaigns. For Trump supporters, it reinforces the idea of Biden being unfit for the presidency. For Biden supporters, it underscores Trump's reliance on baseless accusations. How will the undecided voters interpret this? The media's reaction to this demand was mixed, with some outlets treating it as a serious concern and others dismissing it as a distraction. Public reactions ranged from ridicule to genuine concern. How this narrative is picked up and spun in the debate could influence its impact. Both candidates need to be prepared to address this issue if it comes up. For Trump, it's an opportunity to attack Biden's fitness. For Biden, it's a chance to turn the conversation towards policy and real issues, portraying Trump as a fearmonger. The ethics of demanding a drug test are questionable. It raises issues about privacy, dignity, and the lengths to which candidates will go to discredit each other. This aspect could be a focal point of debate analysis and public discourse. If the topic does come up, it could lead to several potential outcomes: a fiery confrontation that steals headlines, a clever deflection by Biden that turns the tables on Trump, or a deeper discussion about the candidate's health and fitness for office. Ultimately, the drug test demand is more than just a provocative statement. It's a window into the strategies, suspicions, and stakes of this high-stakes election. As we watch the debate, pay close attention to how this issue is handled, as it will reveal much about the candidates' approaches to trust, credibility, and political warfare. Trump's aggressive style versus Biden's steady approach. Who will captivate the audience and why? We'll break down the strengths and weaknesses of both. Trump is known for his direct, confrontational approach. His speaking style is often characterized by bold assertions, sharp attacks on opponents, and a commanding presence. This style appeals to his base, as it portrays strength and confidence. However, it can also come across as abrasive and divisive to undecided voters and opponents. Biden, on the other hand, tends to adopt a more measured and empathetic tone. His speaking style focuses on connecting with voters through personal stories, emphasizing unity, and appealing to traditional democratic values. This approach can be seen as reassuring and presidential by his supporters but may be perceived as lacking vigor or passion by critics. The effectiveness of each candidate's performance will depend on how well they engage with the audience. Trump's ability to dominate the stage with forceful rhetoric may energize his supporters and command attention. Biden's approach of appealing to empathy and unity could resonate with undecided voters looking for stability and inclusivity. Trump's strength lies in his ability to dominate the narrative and steer the conversation towards issues where he feels confident, such as the economy and national security. His weakness could be his tendency to veer into controversial territory or make statements that polarize the electorate. Biden's strength lies in his experience and ability to speak to a broad spectrum of voters, including moderate Democrats and independents. His weakness might be occasional lapses in clarity or moments where he appears less forceful compared to Trump.